Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over are all of the campaigns which are ending, and that is quite a lot actually. So the first one and the most important one for a lot of my fashionistas is of course use the salon to your heart's content campaign. So this basically allows you to use the salon without having a salon pass S or a salon free pass. So it was pretty nice to have this for basically an entire month and a little bit more, but unfortunately it will be going away. As usual, I still think this should be a permanent feature so that people can actually have fun and customize things and, just do whatever the heck they want. However, the next thing is, of course, heaps of Halloween items in the reward box. For those who don't know how to get to the reward box, you simply press escape over here, task and quest, and reward box, and here you can spend your reward box medals in order to get all of these goodies. Again, there are some really high value items over here, such as this scarf over here, such as this hat over here. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Now, if you're wondering how you get those medals, you simply do your dailies. So as you can see under dailies right here, there's one called Enemy Suppression that rewards you 2 reward box medals every single day. Yes, you are time gated on this. However, if you have been playing moderate amount, you should have a ton of these reward box medals. As you can see here, I do have 48 of these reward box medals, and I've actually missed several days as I did go to Singapore for the past couple of days, but nevertheless, you are able to earn a substantial amount of these medals. However, if you were unable to play and you simply don't have enough reward box medals and you're super unlucky and you didn't get the item that you want, don't worry, a lot of these items are sellable and tradable, so they will be on the player shop. So if there is something in particular that you want, you could always resort to the player shop to just buy it off other players for Meseta. Now, the next thing that is also going away is the rare drop rate plus 150% boost campaign. This boost campaign only applied to the Steer region, mainly in the 2 combat zones, Dex Base and New Sim Plant, regardless whether it was Crimson Realm or not. And on top of that, of course, the urgent quest also benefited from the 150% RDR boost. Now, do keep in mind, at the time of this recording, PSO2 day is still active. So that actually means that if you farm in New Sim Plant or in Dex Base, you automatically get rare drop rate plus 300% by default. Then you get your mag buff, your food buff, and then you pop a 100% booster that you can get from the exchange shop, and boom, you've got like a 480% rare drop rate. It's actually pretty substantial, and you'll be able to get a lot of the necessary materials that you're going to need next week in order to upgrade to your Trisalia weapons, as well as your Tristasis armors. So definitely take advantage of that, because you are going to need a lot of those materials. The next campaign going away is the urgent quest can be completed twice and weakened enemies. So we did get 2 weeks of the WQ, which was very nice. And then with the weakened enemies, it has made that Halloween event much more bearable, since everything dies incredibly quickly. Now, another thing that's also going away is the Grand Dreadkeeper 2 materials. Great deals in the AC shop, but so yes, this is an AC shop thing. Personally, the only one I would recommend is the premium set 90 days. Mainly, you get the augment item protection, so that is nice if you are gambling to try to upgrade something. However, the preset skill enhanced success and substitute level 3 is the big prize over here, because remember, this guarantees a fixer level 4 on your weapon. And it doesn't actually require another weapon or another material in order to do that. And you can also use this for your armors as well to guarantee fixer level 4. So for all of my low spenders who need premium anyway, this is the package that you want to buy. Because as you can see, if you were to buy 90 days normally, it would cost you 3,300 AC. Versus if you buy this package right here, you're actually saving $3 and you're getting all of these bonus items. So it's 100% worth it if you are a low spender and if you need to refresh your premium. Now, I do want to remind everyone that there currently is a Razer Gold campaign going on where you can actually earn extra Razer Gold if you do top up. However, do keep in mind that this only applies to Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, as well as Thailand. And there is a cap at $2, so you don't actually make that much money back from the rebates, but nevertheless, money is money, so we take advantage of that. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing that I want to talk about is, of course, the mission pass. So the mission pass will also be ending, so make sure that you complete as much as you can and redeem all of these rewards. We're just going to click receive all, and wha-bam, there we go. Look at all these beautiful items that we just received. However, more importantly is, of course, the seasonal shop itself. Now, as we can see over here, the seasonal shop doesn't go away until next week. However, you will no longer be able to farm seasonal points after the coming maintenance. So please make sure that you actually buy out all of the items over here, or at least make sure that you've got enough seasonal points to buy out all of the important stuff. As you can see, I have 20 million seasonal points, but then again, I have not bought out anything yet, so I will be able to pretty much purchase anything that I want. And as you can see here, by purchasing all of the vital items, so that's all the scratch tickets, all of the cosmetic items over here, the star gems, as well as all of the different minerals, as well as upgrade materials over here, as well as all the TA customizations, all the evil volts, evil vans, the pro grade grinders, all of the Mars updaters, all of the stat 5s, as well as the Triel capsules, all of the Dread Keepers, as well as all of the Golden Prim Swords, all the Endamios, and all the Alpha Reactors, and of course the Augmentation items accessories plus 10%. It will cost a grand total of 8.2 million. So we're gonna buy all of that. Well, my inventory is full, so I will buy all of that later, but I can buy even more as I will still have 12 million left over, so I'll just buy out the entire shop most likely. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the ARKS Records. So this week's ARKS Records is the South Alio Dash Solo, so just make sure that you do participate in order to get your ARKS Record badges. Now, as usual, you want the ARKS Record badges in order to buy all of the free weapon camos, as well as the star gems depending on what you want, so make sure that you do buy this out. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Aegis Integra exchange shop over here. Make sure that you exchange all of your Neo A weapons. We have quite a bit into Aegis Integras. Once you've done that, now you can buy all of the Aegis Soul 4s, as well as all of your Dominas in order to craft your Halphinales. Alright, once you've exchanged for all of those capsules, we're going to go here to the Augment Capsule Exchange. We're going to type in Halphinale, and we're going to craft our Halphinales. As we can see here, wow, we can craft 5 Halphinales. Beautiful. So once we crafted 5 Halphinales, we can actually make a Lux Halphinale, as we can see right here, bam, and there we go, we have a beautiful Lux Halphinale. We just saved ourselves 1.5 million, which is pretty nice. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the item recycle. So again, in the item recycle, we can get 50 star gems. This is your #1 priority all the time. Make sure that you do pick up your 50 star gems every single week. Then on top of that, there are alpha reactors. You can purchase another 50 alpha reactors. Just make sure that you do have 100 NEX cubes in order to do that. And once you've done that, you can always sell the alpha reactors. As you can see here, 175,000 Meseta. Now, if you do need more of those NEX cubes, make sure to come to the exchange enhancement materials, other enhancement materials, and the second option right here, NEX cubes. You can exchange all of your braver cubes or whatever your main class is. You can exchange 999 of them into 99 of these NEX cubes. So make sure that you do that in order to just replenish your supply of these. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Genesis Point shop. So if there is anything that you want over here, make sure that you buy it. So Master Fragments, Foundia capsules, and then the rest is really up to you. Make sure that you buy out all the minerals if you haven't done so already, because these reset monthly, by the way. I already purchased these out. I think I told you guys to buy all the minerals out in last week's video, but nevertheless, if you have not, make sure that you do buy them, and there we go. Next up is, of course, the Alliance Badge Exchange Shop, so make sure that you do exchange for your 30 star gems over here, because, you know, why the heck not? So there we go, 30 star gems exchanged. And finally, let's talk about the different scratches. So the first scratch I want to talk about is the Rewind Collection November 2024. You do get 1 free pull from this, so, you know, even if you're fully free to play, make sure that you actually do that pull, because that item that you get, it might be good, it might be bad, it doesn't matter. It's an AC item, so it does have some value. Now, with that said, don't forget about the Accessory Revival October 2024. If you did want the End Sphere, which I know a lot of people really want, this is your last chance to get it on the cheap, because once this goes away and the supply dries out, those spheres are going to be stupidly expensive again. Remember, the previous price was at 30 to 40 million for that item. If we look at its current price right now, it's down to, well, it's down to 17 million. Still really dang expensive, but it is technically 50% off right now because of what its original price was. Now, another scratch that is also ending is the Cheerful Sports Carnival. So if you did want any of the bloomers and stuff, you might want to get them soon, as they will be going away with the coming maintenance. Another thing that is also going away, which I highly recommend people to pull at least once, is the SG Support Item Select October 2024. The reason is because on your 10 pull, you actually rewarded an N augmentation success rate plus 40%. All right, this is a very big deal, regardless whether you're free to play or if you are a premium member, because this is incredibly rare. Even myself, I only have like 4 of these. So I do highly recommend people to do the 10 pull. It doesn't even matter what you get over here. You might get lucky, you might get some cool stuff. Basically everything here is useful, so you can't go wrong with anything you get here. But the main thing is, of course, to guarantee the N augment success rate plus 40%. Now, another scratch for my free-to-play players is, of course, the Refine Form October 2024. This one is not as urgent, as you have until next year, January 15, to do your 10 pull, but I do recommend doing a 10 pull as well, because you will get the N augmentation success rate plus 40%. So you can get 2 of these. However, just keep in mind that you are going to need a grand total of 1,000 star gems in order to guarantee these 2, so it is pretty expensive. Now, another thing, of course, is if you do want the emote playing in leaves, you are going to need to pull 30 times, which is even more star gems, 1,500 to be exact. And last but not least is, of course, the Halloween 2024 special scratch. The scratch itself will not be going away, however, you will no longer be able to earn any more of these tickets. Remember, you can purchase 80 of these tickets from the event shop. That guarantees you 2 selector tickets. As you can see, after 40 pulls, you get a selector ticket, so that will secure any 2 items you want over here just by purchasing all of the 80 tickets from the event shop. However, you can earn additional tickets by running the urgent quest. So, remember, the urgent quest is like double UQ and the enemy's HP is reduced. So whenever UQ does pop up, I do recommend people to run it in order to get additional tickets over here. Because as you can see right here, worst case scenario, you just use those selector tickets and you get your 100 star gems. So, it's always nice to guarantee some star gems so that you can build up your wealth, so that if there is anything that you want, maybe you need the Refine Form scratch over here or the SG Support scratch, you need that 1,000 star gems to guarantee 2 of your N augmentation success rate plus 40%. Well, you can afford it as long as you've been farming enough tickets for the Halloween 2024 special scratch.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.